Hi everyone, just wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about adding and subtracting polynomials. So really all you're going to be doing with adding and subtracting polynomials is you are going to be combining like terms. But you just have to make sure that you combine the correct things and you put things in the correct order and you don't accidentally lose like a negative or a positive or something like that. So when you're finding the sum, so sum addition, um, remember one of the best things that you can do is kind of line them up. All right, so you have to find the sum. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write underneath this, and I want to line it up. So this is the x squared. I'm going to put the x squared underneath it. Okay. I have a negative 2x. I'm going to put that right under the x term. All right, plus 1 minus 1. Okay. Now because this is plus, I don't need to worry about changing any signs. And then essentially what you're going to do is you're going to look at the thing above and combine it. So negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 10 minus 2 is going to be 8x. And remember, when you're combining these, you have to be careful with the coefficient, right? With the variable. 10x minus 2x is just 8x. So you only worry about adding and subtracting the coefficients. All right, so again, the coefficients being the number in front. So 6x squared minus 5x squared just ends up being x squared. All right. And if there's nothing that would be there, like if it's not negative, you put a plus. All right, so that would be x squared plus 8x. All right. Alternatively, you could kind of look at them horizontally and group them horizontally. I sometimes like to do it vertically, whatever you have room for. All right, let's do another one. Let's do some subtraction. So when you're subtracting, you have to make sure you read the problem correctly. So it's saying subtract this from this. So this essentially is going to go down here. But I'm subtracting it. So essentially when you're subtracting it, that's the same as having a negative out front. And so you have to distribute the negative. So realistically, this becomes, if I change this to a plus, this becomes a plus, minus, plus. So you change all the signs. You're distributing the negative throughout. All right, so when you distribute the negative throughout, I forgot squared. So that would be 8x squared plus 2x squared. That'd be 10x squared. That became a negative, so 10x minus 3x is plus 7x. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1. Right, so I have 10x squared plus 7x minus 1. Okay. And we'll do one more for good measure. So this one is, let me clear that. All right, so again, it's telling you to subtract. Now, you do need to be careful with this. You can see here, this one has an x term, this one has an x term, has an x squared term, an x squared term, but it has no constant. So you do not have to worry about the constant. The constant, nothing is going to happen to it. So I'm going to distribute the negative. Bam, bam, this becomes a positive, that becomes a positive. That was actually nice. So I have negative 10x squared plus 4x squared, which ends up being 6x squared. Negative 6x squared. So I have negative 10x plus x, so negative 9x. All right. Whoop. I almost forgot about the 3 because I didn't have to do anything with it. And then plus 3. Don't forget about the plus 3. Okay. So the 3, you weren't doing anything with it in terms of the subtraction, but you still need to keep it in your final answer. That's a good tip, just because I almost did it myself. All right. So anyway, there you have it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.